I'm here in Okia Division in Nullarbor Estate, Guadalcanal Plains palm oil in the Solomon Islands. I came here in August 2015 and the damage done to the palms that we have here was, frankly speaking, horrifying. The coconut rhinoceros beetle, or as we have come to know it, CRBG, had moved from the capital city Honiara, virtually destroying every single coconut palm in its path before arriving here in Okia Division.
So the first thing that we did was we started monitoring. We started setting up pheromone traps, firstly on the boundaries of Honiara, and then as we could monitor the beetle arriving at our estates, we started setting up pheromone traps right throughout. As we started noticing damage, it was more about the different methods of controls that we needed to investigate. So we're looking at cultural control, chemical control, and biological control. So for cultural control, at first it was identifying breeding sites, destroying those known breeding sites, and also handpicking the immature grub of the CRBG out of those breeding sites. The chemical control, we tried a number of different chemicals, starting with carbofuran, and then we moved on to cypermethrin. And then after a long period of trials, we settled on Icon, which we
And why did you settle on Icon?
well, it was just there was quite a few reasons. One was it was a lot easier to handle, a lot less I suppose dangerous to handle, and the formulation meant we were able to store it a lot easier and get it to the field a lot easier. But one of the main reasons was we were able to do 6 weekly rounds as opposed to cypermethrin, which was 2 weekly rounds.
Right, yeah,
So it had a bit of a residual effect, and we could actually see it in action. So we'd apply it to the crown of the palm, and then within a day we'd be seeing dead beetles on the crown of the palm.
very good.
So that was the chemical control that we're still continuing on a damage basis. If we reach the threshold of damage, we apply that chemical. The biological control that we tried at first was introducing a fungus, a Metarhizium fungus, which is specific to the coconut rhinoceros beetle. So we put that out there quite a lot at first. We're not doing so much on that at the moment because we haven't found that it's having enough effect.
Mm-hmm.
So our biological controls at the moment are more focusing on the finding a virus. So.
Can you just tell me, in terms of working above the line, in terms of the winning mindsets, how did you motivate the team to tackle what was really, in all appearances, an insurmountable problem?
By working above the line and staying positive, myself, and staying positive with the team, we were able to focus on the problem rather than focus on solving the problem rather than focus on being defeated.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of the winning mindsets, we were able to, with my team, to build trust.
Mm-hmm.
We had some great people on the ground.
Yeah.
I had the senior estate staff, I had the technical services department that were really doing some hard work in the field. They were absolutely committed to solving this problem, and while it was very easy to drop the head and feel defeated, they were fully committed to trying to get over it. So that was very important. Empowered decisions. There was a lot of trial and error involved. So there's a lot of research done in Malaysia and even PNG on how to manage the rhinoceros beetle. What we've got here is a different animal altogether. The damage that we were experiencing was far more serious, so it had to be treated in a different way. So we took on board a lot of information from elsewhere, but we also tried new things with help from the Dami OPRS and from Ramu Research Station. We got a lot of advice, and we were trialing different things, and if something failed, we tried again.
Right.
And worked on something that did work.
Right.
And from that we were able to make empowered decisions. So empowered decisions such as deciding on the icon application,
Mm-hmm.
changing our replanting practices altogether.
Right. There has been an overall change in the replant practice. Once the felling has been done, the trunk is chipped by either a modified bucket or a specialised chipping bucket. Once the chips have dried out, they're ploughed into the soil using disc harrows. This leaves little organic matter available for the developing grubs and reduces the beetle population. When I look at the estate now and compare it to what I saw in August 2018, there has been a tremendous recovery of the palms across all 3 estates. There is still damage apparent and the beetle has not gone away. It is, however, under control. CRBG is in Papua New Guinea and is moving down the coast from Port Moresby towards Milne Bay. We have also found it in Madang. The lessons learned in Guadalcanal have been understood and are being put in place across all our sites in PNG. So in the face of what appeared to be an overwhelming challenge, the GPPOL team decided to work above the line. They recognised the problem that they were facing. They realised it was their responsibility to do something about it. They worked with their colleagues in research and development in finding a solution to the problem. And then having found that solution, they set about implementing work in order to control CRBG. So in essence, they saw it, they owned it, they solved it,